city had paid this guy $16,000 a year, a total of $368,000 to promote the city through wizardry. And this guy gets on a show and says that. And this is the most completely unaware thing you can possibly say in your life. And just the most revealing that you're just a piece of shit. But also, who hired the guy?
What does it mean to promote a city through wizardry?
Is this shit gonna lag? Fucking tired
Not
of
to
this.
overlook the assholiness of this dude, but also, what the fuck did you just say in my ears
Are
here?
you here to
Dude,
join
I'm
me a
telling
while
you, man,
longer?
this
Or are we ready to
legitimately
get this
what
show
the
on the
Cody
road?
Yard
Yeah, okay. I actually have a Twitch stream and a YouTube channel. I'll actually promote for hundreds of thousands.
Oh,
Cincinnati, If you want
whatever.
me to promote your city through
I bet you
online
are.
means, I'll fucking wear a hat and grow my beard out a bit. I'll be a wizard.
That's exactly what this guy was. The guy who hired him is a guy named Mike Moore, who was the Prime Minister of New
Maybe it's
Zealand
just
at the
this
time.
area.
The Prime Minister. And he said, quote, "I am concerned that your wizardry is not at the disposal of the entire nation. I suggest, therefore, that you should urgently consider my suggestion that you become the Wizard of New Zealand, Antarctica, and relevant offshore areas."
But then he like watched King Arthur. He's like, King Arthur had Merlin. I need a wizard.
Are you
Felt
here to
Lord of the
join me?
Rings down here.
I think
need
it's
a
just-
Gandalf
pretty
in my
much, man,
court.
pretty much. There's no betting his character past at all, because this guy was 88, so he
I
was hired
bet
when he
you-
was like 65 or something like that. No,
You ain't
you're
never
good.
been
You got a
to
wizard
Zion.
hat. I like you.
A big
This
pack will
quote
get you
is
wedged
so
in like a.
good and also makes me die a little inside.
I
They asked him about how he felt about being fired, and he's not very happy
100
about
pounds
it.
or
But
less.
his statement about the council was, quote, "It's just they don't like me because they are old, boring bureaucrats, and everyone likes me, and no one likes them." It's like a 5-year-old. You pull aside on the playground, and you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa! Why are you throwing basketballs at people's head? Why would
No, the
you-
game's not
Why didn't you let
lagging.
me
It's
play
just
with them?
characters and
it's 'cause
small
they're
environments
boring and
that
old,
fucking
and
lag
everyone
like
likes me, and
shit.
no one likes them. And so I threw the ball. I was like, what the? What?
Now that sounds like something from a 5-year-old, but being as he's a wizard, maybe we just can't interpret the words.
There
I mean,
we
he's
go.
got the childlike wonder of a wizard, and also the childlike speech and language abilities of a child.
How do you hire a wizard to promote what? Who are they promoting to? The other wizards and witches?
Dude, do you know why we know about New Zealand right now? It's because of the Wizard of New Zealand,
That's
obviously.
true. The only reason the You're Welcome tour ever went to New Zealand was because the wizard contacted our touring agents, and they were like, "Hey,
You're right. You're right.
bring them boys down here. We'll cast eternal fame and fortune on them." Now they must have missed us, but they were supposed to do that. That was the deal. They were gonna sacrifice a frog, a newt.
I like to imagine that just like the mayor of the city, the mayor of Christchurch, where he was the wizard, was just a guy who was really into like kids' birthday party magic. And so it was the thing where the mayor was like, "No, we need to have a wizard. He's my wizard. He's the wizard of the city."
Yeah.
And the council's like, "Okay." It's like at a meeting, and the mayor is there, and the wizard comes up to the mayor guy. He's like, "Ooh, what's this behind your ear?" "Oh, it's a quarter." "Oh, you could keep that." And the mayor is just like, "See, that's why we need a wizard." And the whole rest of the council is like, "Oh my god, I fucking hate this guy. How is this guy in charge of our city?"
His inauguration party, they've got a big cake and a clown and a wizard, and they're just running around saying which one entertains them the most. He's like, "Do we need a court jester or do we need a court wizard?"
Oh my god, why not both? Tell the one about how you don't strike women again. Love that one.
Do you ever wonder, after seeing Endgame and like really contemplating time and timelines, do you ever wonder what the fuck happened to put us on like a timeline that shouldn't exist? We talk about 2021 and like, oh, how can this happen in 2021? There's a fucking leader of the goddamn world who has a court wizard.
Okay, calm down.
What in the fuckity fuck?
Calm down. It's a city council. It's a city council. It's a big city.
Okay, even if it was a small town in Fucksville, North Dakota, I don't care. How?
Dude, it was the 90s? 23 years ago? Yeah, it was the 90s.
Oh, well, thank God. It was, man, what a prehistoric time the 90s
Dude,
were.
90s was a different era. You know, things happened crazy in the 90s. We didn't have things to worry about. It's all good. It's all good.
So in like 2050, we're gonna look back like, oh, it was the 2020s, man. They didn't even, did they even have toothbrushes back then? fucking 2020 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
If there is a 2050.
All right, I guess I'm curious, Wade. So this you find comical and ridiculous. How do you feel about Japanese town mascots?
Ooh.
I don't know if you know this trend.
No.
There is a trend. I don't know if it's exclusively in Japan,
How
and I
can
know
I
about this
shed
mainly
some
from
weight?
John Oliver because he did a piece on this and also made a John Oliver town mascot thing. But there's this trend where a lot of towns around Japan invent, like, you know how like the Olympics has like a mascot and it's like, you know, sometimes it's horrifying.
Or like college teams like the UC Bearcat and stuff like that.
Sure.
Okay.
Japanese towns, for advertising and like tourism purposes, are inventing mascots, and they're big. They're becoming sort of famous. They're kind of like the Domo guy, Domo-kun or whatever, the, you know, nom 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 guy.
Yeah.
But like, do you think that that is stupid?
I guess, is the point of this, the mascots and the wizard, is the point of it just like a big public spectacle to, like, I don't know, distract from the shitty stuff the leaders are doing? It's like, oh, look at our dancing boy over here. He's dancing. Woohoo. Look at him. Be happy. Yay. Cheer. We got a mascot. We got a wizard.
I think Mark said this, but if he didn't, the point of the wizard was to, quote, promote the city through acts of wizardry and other wizard-like services.
Yep.
He is an
sounds like-
advertisement.
That sounds like, the way it was worded, it sounds like the fucking leader actually believed that he was going to go cast a spell and promote. Is he just going to go on TV? Is it just like the car salesman who's like, I've got a Santa hat on, therefore, you know, come buy my used cars because I'm actually Santa. Like, is it just a bullshit marketing scheme? Or is there like, does this prime minister actually believe that this dude's going to cast a spell and help him lead better?
I'm pretty sure it probably started as just a gimmick.
I think it's a marketing gimmick.
But I have such little faith in humanity that even if things like that have like an innocent beginning, like, oh, it's just a wizard, like, but
Thank you
also
for the
someone's gonna be like,
follow.
I fucking
Appreciate it.
respect the magic and power of the Wizard of New Zealand, and if anyone
Interesting
besmirches his name, I
username,
will
Ted.
shoot them in the
Okay.
face.
That's an actual audio recording of
Well,
the
that
fucking
is a
prime minister at
different
party.
and unusual and
I
interesting
fucking
username.
Respect you and your magic.
I'm
And
trying
I
to get
could not
underneath
sign
100
bills in the law if
pounds.
it weren't for you.
I mean, is that how Rasputin got his start? Like, isn't that kind of the story of
Oh,
how it
I
was?
could drop
like,
that
whatever
thing. There we go.
Who was the princess?
The
had him as
varmint
an
rifle
advisor,
is not
and
gonna
he
be
just
much
kinda
of a
like,
use, I
have
suppose.
Powers, and I can make
I
sure
could drop that
and people
too.
would believe it, and that's probably how, like, back in the day, when
What can I
wizards were-
take
or
with
if-
me that
when wizards,
doesn't
if
throw
there
me
were wizarding
over
type things
100
and People
pounds,
that were like, yes, I'm magic,
but
and I can make things
gets
happen.
me
Like, that's
nice
how it
and
gets started. Like, someone's
snugly
like, oh,
close
shit.
to
Oh
it.
shit, a wizard! I can have my own wizard in my court.
That puts
like,
me
it's
at
kinda like,
98,
I feel like it
but
goes
I
hand
want
in
something
hand, right?
Yeah,
that I
I
can carry
Yeah, I
a
can see that.
variety of weapons.
Anyway, off topic. Get back to the point at hand. How are we all going
94.
to die?
Well, that wizard's gonna hear our podcast and he's gonna cast a
Looks like
spell to
a
kill us and
badass.
resolve the humanity.
I finally
think
got
you should
underneath
distract the
100
listeners.
pounds, but
Oh,
I'm gonna be hurting for
absolutely.
Out of pure
weapons.
spite.
Isn't that our audience?
Only
Old people
No.
listen to podcasts,
Can't
I'm
take
pretty
that.
sure.
Yeah, pretty
And
much.
only a person
already
who is
have a
a
hunting
self-proclaimed
rifle.
wizard
Mhm.
would possibly
Can't
have any
take
interest
that.
in half the shit
Can't
we talk
take
about.
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
They're like writing down. They're like, "Ooh, that sounds
Oh,
like a
that
good
weighs
spell."
10 pounds,
Teratomus.
Oh, wait, no, it
Naulis. Got it.
But I still can't take it.
Hermes
Suppose I can take
pleases.
that. Why not?
I'm surprised that your nuke dream hasn't like morphed into clowns parachuting
Can I
down
take
while
like
you're in a
4
raft.
frag grenades? How's that
Just
gonna?
like,
Oh,
oh,
it's gonna
God,
put me
no.
right
Look,
up
I
there.
peaked early on this podcast. I can't go back to the parachuting clowns. I'll never live up to the hype that I started.
Yeah, you just made 2 callbacks, and you're like,
Ah,
no,
it should
no,
be good
no,
enough.
Not the
All right, we're
clowns.
good.
Like, you
Let's get
shut
outta
your
here.
face. It's Teratoma and Herms.
No, I don't deserve
This
my
one's
own clown
always a
reference. It was
bitch.
so good.
All right, calm down. It wasn't.
Everybody thinks pretty highly of their ideas.
Yeah, pretty much.
I just looked
Thanks,
into some
though.
tea leaves
Appreciate
and it
it.
told me I will never be as good as I was during my parachuting.
Let's get this show on the road.
This episode of Distractable is brought to you by Manscaped. Holidays are coming up. It's time to clean up you know where.
Where?
Under my bed?
No, your pubes.
Oh.
You ever
No,
seen one of those?
We've
person.
all got
Are
special
you
someones
here to
in our
jar
lives,
me a wa-
and they deserve a nice green,
Are you
not be in the rough.
You know, we
what I
ain't
mean? That's a
coming
golf
back this way
reference.
for
You
a
guys know
good
what golf
long
is?
while.
I don't like
right?
golf.
Let me think
And you
of
know
another
about the weight.
reference. Smooth
I
skin
don't
and
want
not
no
furry
whining
hair.
about old Mr. Masters.
Well,
I let
it's time to talk
you
about the
sh-
Manscaped.
Yeah,
Performance
let's
Package
go
Report.
before I change my
Alright.
mind.
Alright,
You sent me a
let's
present.
get moving.
Inside the performance package
We
report,
got
Gonna
a
get a
long road
soda.
ahead
Signature Lawnmower 4.0.
Rangers in
This
black
electric trimmer
armor?
has a proprietary advanced skin-safe technology to reduce cuts on your nuts. You don't want to nick the noggles? Is noggles another word for balls?
Go with it.
Go with it.
Manscaped go beyond the groin with their new ultra premium body wash. It's
The
infused with
path
aloe
we're
vera and
following
sea
is
salt to keep your
slow
skin
going.
feeling clean,
So you
nice,
might
and
as well keep your
moisturized.
ears
I
open
guess you could get
and
it as a
listen to what
present
old
for
Jed
someone.
has to
You know
say.
what, Mark? I will get you
A few
present. I'll send
decades
you over
back,
a Manscaped
folks in the
pack just for you.
NCR started to hear
What's
about a
Manscaped?
community in
Whenever
northern
you
Utah
listen to the episode,
called
you
New
can
Canaan.
rewind and listen to everything
Didn't know
I
much
just
about
said. You'll have a great idea.
except that they were
Tis the
religious
season to load up
folks,
on Manscaped
sent
products
out
to get yourself, your
missionaries to
dad, your
talk to
brother,
the
and friends.
tribes.
Mark,
We've
Manscaped
seen our
Performance Package
share of
4.0.
quotes,
Get
but the
20%
New
off and
Canaanites,
free shipping with the
they
code
were honest
DISTRACTABLE
traders.
at
Good fighters,
manscaped.com.
too.
That's
Raiders would entangle
MANSCAPED.com using
But
code
then,
DISTRACTABLE,
the Legion appeared in
DISTRACTABLE. That's 20%
I
off with
reckon
free
you
shipping
know
at
all about
manscaped.com.
that.
Use code DISTRACTABLE.
Turns out
and
Caesar's
make Santa
first
proud
warship,
this year.
the
Oh God,
Malpais
Mark.
Legacy.
I just want to listen to the lore. It's been a while.
This episode of
Graham.
Distractable is brought
Legend
to you by
goes
Zen
that Graham was
Business.
the meanest,
We all
toughest
want
son of a bitch in
this
the whole damn
glorious
legion.
thing that is
The New
being
Canaanites
your own
wouldn't talk about
boss.
it.
So if you
They
have
were
an
ashamed.
idea for a business, but
Guess
don't
I
know
can't
about
blame
the
Well,
business
Hoover
stuff
Dam.
that can
How are you
help
doing
people
tonight?
from
Interesting
pursuing their
username.
dreams. You don't need to be a
Hamlin and
business
Oliver
expert to
kicked
start
his
your own
new
business.
Canaanite butt
Zen
right
Business
back
empowers
over
you
the
to turn your awesome ideas
Caesar
into
had to make an
a
example
money
for
maker
the others.
by helping you
I've been
create
having
and
Even at the
grow your
highest level.
business.
Technical
All for one
issues
You go to
with
their website,
stream
they have a guide
He had
that I've been
your
trying to
pricing
work
structure,
out and get
terms,
fixed. I
options.
think I
You can
ironed
look
them out
at
now and
information
got
about your
them
very own state and what that
People
price
say he
is.
didn't
what you might
unwrinkled.
need to do.
So let's say I'm really
Not
good
long
at
after,
making
some of the
sculptures out of
slaves
my
and
hardened
tribals started
socks.
to talk.
It's a pain in the
And
ass,
I
but I
want
got
to
it.
Find a way to
Shouldn't have
like
been in his
mass
prime.
produce them and
All
sell them
this talk
worldwide. Could
bothers
Zen
you.
Business help me with that?
Zen
So he
Business
forbade
could
anyone
help
from
you with
speaking
that.
Their
his
platform
name.
will guide you every
Wanted
step of the
to
way,
erase
all the way
Joshua
to
Graham
having a
from
money-making
history.
business. I don't know if
He
Statue
got his
Socks
wish.
is the play, but the
Joshua
rest of
Graham
it, you have the
disappeared.
idea, then
And
have
in
the
his
business
place,
stuff.
Why let
Came
things get in
legends
the
of
way
the
of
Burned
turning
Man.
your great
Walking the
ideas?
wastes.
And I would like
Probably
to invest
just
in
as
this
tribal
idea.
ghost
Let's
story.
talk about this afterward.
But New Canaan's been
Why let
silent
anything
for a
stop
long
you from
time.
turning your idea
Maybe
into
it's
a
a
reality?
coincidence.
Zen Business has helped
Maybe the
hundreds
Malpais
of
Can I s-
thousands of
I don't
people
even
get
think
their
I can
businesses
skip
off the
this
ground by guiding
anyway.
them every step of the way
Joshua
and making it
Graham
easy to
did
launch a
crawl out of that
successful
cat.
business.
And
It started
finally
today
found
for as
his
low as
way back home.
$49 at zenbusiness.com/distractable. That's ZenBusiness.com/DISTRACTIBLE.
But here we are.
This
Hi.
episode of Distractable
I
is
know
brought
you're
to you
feeding.
by Me
I know you're tired.
Boys, it's
But
almost
I need
holiday
everyone's
season.
mind on
It's
the trail
almost
ahead.
time for family
Ain't the
gatherings,
trail ahead
sharing
worries me,
recipes,
Jed. Those
Zoom
descents we
calls.
made through
You know
that
what that
slot
means?
canyon
It's
back up
not
there.
time for
Ain't
discomfort.
no way we're getting
you don't
back
want
out
to
the way
feel
we
like
come.
that when you're
And
catching
then
up
what?
over the holidays. If you want to be
God damn
comfortable,
it, Stella,
you
heard you the
need
first time.
MeUndies.
And the
I
15th
wear
too.
my MeUndies
The new
until they
Canaanites
are
will know
just
a way.
too
And
stinky
if they
for me to
don't,
bear
we
because
got
they're
the
the most
maps on our
comfortable pair of
friends'
underwear.
Pip-Boy
I should
over
probably
there.
buy some more because I
And
have
I'm
other underwear. I
lollygagging.
hate them.
I
Get
love
moving.
it. I love curling up
keep
by like
an eye
the
out for
fire, wearing like my
tribals.
PJs and stuff,
Sorry.
hanging out, enjoying like
Alright.
TV, maybe some hot chocolate or something. And MeUndies are so comfortable. They match up with the PJ combo.
You know what
so
we're
nicely.
doing, right, guys? We're gonna go
Okay, thanks, Mark.
just
Bother you with
location
your
hunting.
Jed?
With the
Who
new
cares if
classic
we can't
plaid
get
and
back up
holiday
the way we
sweater
come?
prints, MeUndies is
not a
turning up the
problem.
comfort this holiday season. Make the whole fam smile with matching PJ sets, or spoil your partner with plush robes and slippers. Available in sizes extra small through 4XL, MeUndies has a little something for everyone on your list. MeUndies has a great offer for my listeners. For any first-time purchasers, you can get 15% off plus free shipping right to your door. Your days of fighting for your life in the mall parking lot are over. You get 15% off your first order, free shipping, and a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Go to
Where are you
MeUndies.com
getting shot at now?
Distractable. That's
Shut the hell up,
MeUndies.com/DISTRACTIBLE.
Ricky. Might as well be waving at us.
Anyway, humanity is going to end in a whimper, with the world leaders telling everyone that everything is okay and most of the population is starving to death. And then the remaining ones, the rich people who do have food and money, basically killing each other for the remaining food and whatever resources they're fighting with. Until there's, like one cadre left and they're out of
And
everything.
they're all dead.
Die whimpering in their big full palatial mansion.
Okay, well, that's a pessimistic way we're gonna die. What about an optimistic way? Make it happier.
An optimistic way?
Yeah, give me I want to laugh.
Yeah,
when
I'm
I
not
die.
surprised.
Come
They're
on.
supposed to all
Alright,
die
the
anyway.
end of the world is actually going to be when the Martians from Mars Attacks show up, and everyone thinks it's like a weird, they're redoing the movie or something, or it's like a marketing thing, and they're just gonna kill everyone, and everyone's gonna be so entranced and think it's so funny because they're all and then everyone's gonna have a great time until humanity is completely eliminated. But we're all gonna die smiling.
Everybody died.
Humanity is going to
That's what
realize
happened.
that we forgot our cell phone at
But
home.
don't worry, that's
And,
scripted. They're
we
supposed
should
to
have
all
aired
die.
the tires in the car, and we're gonna take that one corner that we always take a little too fast, even faster.
There's
because
nothing
we
you
wanna
can
get
do
back
about
to
that.
the phone is
They
gone.
got attacked
Full of
by
great
White
messages and
Legs.
tweets we've missed.
It's a DLC. We're in DLC territory right now. Ooh, riot shotgun. Rush gun. Hell yeah, let's go.
Dry rotted. And it just
Those are
goes
actually
out,
two
and
good
humanity
weapons
slams
right
into the
there.
guardrail and flies down the side of this mountain, and we die hanging upside down in our car, wondering if there's a mistext from that girl that we're into waiting for us on our cell
I
phone.
don't know if this is all of humanity in their own cars at the same time, or all of humanity in one car.
Collectively,
Bonk.
yes, and
Oi.
also no.
White
I
Legs
picture
don't leave
one
survivors
car,
off
Doyle's
something.
rule.
Uh-huh.
You're
Like,
some
just,
kind of
"Oh,
lucky, let me tell you.
humanity rules." Going back
You
and just
came from
going
outside,
off the
didn't you?
cliffside.
That's how
From
it
the
ends,
civilized
baby.
lands.
Yeah.
All right,
Wow.
Wade, give me a happy
Joshua will
ending.
want to hear about this.
Enough rich people are going to launch rockets into space. that
Wow,
they're gonna
even
poke a
my
hole in the
side-
atmosphere that can't
Is
quite
it still
close fast
lagging?
enough, and oxygen and all the
Joshua
air will be
Graham.
sucked out, and we'll all just
He
be
leads our
suffocated and
tribe.
dead. And then after
Thanks
that,
to
God.
him, the
champagne
dead
space
horses
are
are
gonna
Or is it
come
just
down to
me
find
that's
all the
lagging?
From our
floating
enemies.
corpses
He'll
on the
want
planet
to
and be
talk
like,
to
"Oh,
anyone coming
well,
up
for
from
us, I guess, and they'll
Southways.
just continue living their lives
Guess
on
that
their
means
rocket
just
ship.
you
The
now.
rest of us
Make
are
it
gone.
happier.
Come.
Oh,
I can
on.
take you to him.
They're gonna bring champagne down, and they're gonna
I am
throw it up
lagging.
into space and go, "Woohoo!"
But I
and the
think it might be
champagne's
my
going to rain
end
down and
for
expand because
stream.
physics, and so
Good
much champagne
sis.
will hit the earth that we
We
all
head east
drown
then.
in our own
Joshua is
alcohol
at our tribe's
dream
camp in
boat.
the
I am
Eastern
impressed that
Virgin.
there's enough billionaires in the world that they would
All right.
throw enough champagne into the sky that
three
would
for
drown
3
us
minutes.
collectively. I think that's an ambitious and very.
Yeah,
Not
all
enough
new
billionaires.
Marcus is
The
for.
billionaires have enough money to have that much champagne.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, no, the billionaires aren't doing the throwing. They're having their people do that for
Oh,
them.
cool.
Right, right.
They're court champagne throwers.
They're just watching it and enjoying it.
They're court bathers.
They're court bather.
Well, yeah,
I
if you're
can't
rich, you
tell,
bathe
like, is
yourself.
the
Someone else
game
comes and does it
or
for
am
you.
I lagging? I'm having a hard
God.
time.
Bezos is
Hold up.
sitting in his
Figuring it.
court in his mansion.
Does he have
See
a
that
throne?
log over there?
Take
a closer look.
Bezos have a throne?
A
might be some
throne.
good stuff
listening
tucked in
to a row of stand-up comedians.
Let me know
all in
if
a row,
it's
just
like
coming up.
laggy
Because
or
they
something.
tell a joke that
Because
doesn't
I'm
land, he's just
wondering
like,
if it's my
"Next."
end or if it's the
We
game
thought it
or
was
something.
him.
For a while.
And
Nice
at some
view of
point,
the river.
Jeff is just like, I stink. Fetch the court bather. And everyone has to awkwardly watch Jeff Bezos like a sponge bath. And he has no shame whatsoever. He stands up and just goes full naked minutes before the court bather is even there. He's just standing there naked, just like, tell a joke,
That
comedian.
was some kind of lucky.
Come on, Jerry Seinfeld, what are you
was all
doing?
full of
I'm
gecko, eh?
old, so you're the kind of
Don't get
stand-up
used to it,
comedian I
though.
like,
Yauguire
Jerry
is plenty
Seinfeld.
mean as
The
a rule.
idea that a billionaire's good time is
Now it
hiring
goes
as many
again? I don't know
comedians as
what the hell,
possible.
why this.
I mean, that's
I
not
might
how
have
you
to-
get a billionaire,
North
Come
here
on.
if you
God,
want.
oh my god.
Who's
Or
not here
head
for
east
stand-up?
I
over
wonder what the
Right.
issue is. It might be an internet
What I
issue,
would
but
do
I'm not
is I would
sure.
hire pairs of comedians, and I would
Ridge.
give them a
There's a
set.
nice
and I would,
view
like,
from
I
the
would
top
have
of
them
that
each
cliff.
do the set.
Hmm.
You have to, whoever wins gets to live. It's not your material, but you have to make it your own, and you can change it.
I
but
am
you can't really go off
confusing.
script too far.
Uh,
It's just, it's like a gladiatorial comedy death match.
yeah. Oh man, there should be a comedy death match. You think Joe Rogan's gonna toss some people around in there, or do you think Bill Burr's gonna come stabbing? I hope Brian.
Is it up
Regan
top
comes in with a
or?
submachine
It's
gun.
probably up top,
I
eh?
love the idea of a
Yeah.
comedian death battle. Oh, that's beautiful.
Someday, when I'm a billionaire.
Because it looks like when I'm playing
Wait,
just
if you were a
normally,
billionaire,
like
what
just
would you
running
spend
around
for
on the
sure?
map
I'd create a
itself,
zombie
it's fine.
apocalypse.
Okay.
Wow.
Just to see if I could. And then I'd create a vaccine and be like, here's the vaccine. I'd see how many people would be like taking it, and how many people would be like, I don't trust you, and wouldn't take it. I'd laugh at them, and I'd put them into a pit and watch them battle other undead.
Jesus Christ. All right, so never make Wade a billionaire because it's a horrible experience.
My idea was normal, Wade.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, exactly.
Freak.
I would dress them
Oh,
up
I
like,
fucking
Roman
love
gladiator
this
zombies,
issue.
and they'd be going against,
It
like,
might just be a
whoa,
weird
whoa,
night
whoa,
tonight
whoa,
with
whoa,
Steam.
whoa,
I might have to
whoa,
restart
whoa,
my
whoa,
PC. That's
Come
what
on
I
there,
might have to
Carlos
do.
Mencia.
How dare you? I don't get it.
Isn't he the guy who was notorious for stealing
I
jokes?
wonder if
don't
my
know.
PC is
Did he get a lot of shit for that?
I don't know. I've never stolen.
Yeah, I know.
That's true.
I've noticed that
Carlos
is when I
Mencia
talk to
was
people, it's
You're
just
right,
like
he
the
was
game
dressing up
just
zombies in
dies,
different
and I
things
just
to
don't.
fight to the death.
I specifically
Everything
said
else
the
is
word
fine, but when you talk to people, the game is like, I
gladiatorial
can't do that.
I
I'm sorry.
referenced gladiators
All this
and
other
that
fast
idea
action
explicitly
explosions and
in
stuff,
my
that's
description
fine.
of my
I can
idea.
handle that.
Not
Talking
the
to
zombies.
somebody that's standing too that has mouth animations, no, we can't do that. I'm sorry. We're not capable. That's where I dropped the ball. It makes no sense. I'm so confused.
I would give them the same script, and I would have them face off
I
in
am
one-on-one
just
gladiator-style
baffled.
acting battles. That's my idea. No,
I
it's
don't
actors. Yours
even
was
know,
comedy.
man.
No,
It's
yeah, that was
different.
different. That was a different idea, Bob.
Uh-huh.
I'm
No, wait,
so-
that was actually a movie.
I don't know any
1996
way to
movie
fix it
starring
either. I don't
Sean
know.
Penn.
I think it's just
Oh,
desync,
that's right.
honestly.
Remember when every idea we ever had was a movie?
It could
and
be
no one
Twitch,
would
too.
look at it?
Mhm.
Well, actually, it was based
It might
on
just be
a
Twitch
1946
being
book
shit.
First,
Mm.
actually.
You never know.
Actually.
Twitch sometimes does.
Actually, the world was gonna
Yeah.
end this way. Every idea you guys said was from different ways people have already thought the world might end because people thought about how
Like the
world
game
ends
is running
before.
fine for me, and I'm
I think
lucky.
the
I
world
have
is gonna
stream
end
pulled up on my
because
phone. I'm
Wade
looking
is
at it,
something.
and it
So
seems
those
smooth,
places
buttery
without the
smooth.
other scouts yelling at
on
me?
his face.
Can't
that
wait.
So many.
It's
internet
just that
people,
it's,
all collectively at the exact
talking
moment
to
they
play
read the
other
tweet
characters.
out,
The old
will
road south.
actually
I don't know why the
so
hell.
hard that it will cause a reverberation.
I don't want to
the
keep
exact
restarting
pitch
and
that
ending
will
stream
resonate
either,
the entire
though.
Earth and shatter it into chunks, like one of those chocolate orange balls that breaks up into slices when you have at Christmas sometimes.
Mhm.
Everyone has those, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I just,
Take that.
I
Wade.
don't even
You're
know.
the end of the world. How's that feel?
It had to be something, so I guess at least I'll go down doing what I love most.
It's
and that's
whatever.
tearing down the
I mean,
entire
it's
fucking
not
planet and all of existence.
too ruining of the mood, I suppose.
Wait, I'm gonna ask you a question,
Yeah,
and
sure.
it's some points of writing on this. If there was a button
Okay.
that launched every nuke in the
Where?
world to cover every square inch of the Earth in atomic hellfire, would you press it?
Nah, I didn't think too quickly.
What?
You need to have the zombie apocalypse. It's more of like a slow burn.
I
kind of,
hear
tear the world down.
Shooting.
If I launched every nuke and every nuke went off, it would just be we're gone. Like, you know, there's not enough suffering and darkness.
All right. Okay. Well, thank you for answering honestly. I'll take that into consideration as I bring this episode to a close.
Wait.
Yeah, you can.
I
Well,
didn't say for the
technically,
record that,
no,
I'm actually
but
one
yes,
of the
at the
world
same
end
time.
of
You
the
can tell
zombie
Yes
apocalypse.
Man
But
after
if
you
we're in
visit
zombie
a certain
apocalypse,
tribe.
then
If you don't like that tribe yourself, you can tell them, like,
don't
yeah,
think
this
I would
tribe
live as long
is
as you
marked
might,
as
and I don't think any
termination.
of the three of us would
Exterminate
last
this
very
tribe,
long
but if a
before
tribe
we-
is okay in your
Mark
book and you
might,
like them,
because
you
I
can
think
tell them
it's
just to
short
leave them
courtesy.
alone,
No,
and that
okay,
they're
come on,
friends,
man.
or just kind of like
Deducting points.
I can see him.
they're
like, the final
neutral,
thing he
they're not
tweets
much
is
of a
like, "Hey,
threat, and they're
humanity's
not a big
last
deal.
bastion is in
You can
Markiplierville,
exterminate a
Oklahoma."
tribe
And
yourself if you
everyone,
wanted to,
flocks
like the
there,
White
they go to
Glove
Markiplier
Society is
town,
an
and it's like
instant
that,
just
that city he
exterminate,
had
get
in
their asses
Minecraft,
out
like,
of there.
Way back when,
Yeah.
where everyone's just going around building like thrones
But
and statues.
it's up
and,
to
like,
you.
He totally loses himself, becomes like the Wharf Stash persona, and is like leading this.
Oh, yeah,
like,
the crash
horrible,
bus is
like, I
below
think Mark
me.
would lead the zombie apocalypse monster town.
Thank you. I appreciate that. No, definitely.
You're welcome.
I would have fans that try to rescue me and inadvertently bring the zombie apocalypse straight to my
Oof,
doorstep. And
that's
I
fine.
don't appreciate that because, like, I may be able to outrun some zombies here and there, you know, like, but eventually people would kill me for sport.
I thought I
I
could
think
like
you'd
slide
be
down
with
the
a group of
rock and be
people,
fine.
You laying low, you know, sort of skulking around a town, trying to gather some supplies and stuff.
We're good.
And then the zombies that are sort of shambling out in the street, just sort of looking around, not paying attention. One of them will be peering in the store that you guys are in, half aware, and they'll see you, and they'll just be like, what? And they'll nudge their buddy, and their buddy will be like, whoa, is that Markiplier? And all the zombies will just be like, whoa,
What the fuck are you killing up there?
and then all the people that you're with will be like, oh, screw
It just
this
says to
dude,"
leave
and
them
they will
alone.
bail
Then you
him,
must.
and you will have to
Uh,
sign
what-
autographs and hug
What
zombies until you
what
die.
tribe
Thanks, man.
was it?
That's
Do
a
you
good
know?
way to look at it, and I think that's very accurate. Thank you very much. Well, I'm bringing this to a close. Thank you guys so much for your stories and suggestions and research about how the world is going to end, all the things that are going to.
Oh, yeah.
Talk.
Yeah, I know,
I
that's what-
honestly
I-
like the Brotherhood of Steel, so I usually just say
Alright,
leave them
wait.
alone
You
because I
remember the
usually
whole part
treat
about
them as
bringing
friends.
interesting
There's
stories
only been a
to
couple
the
times where I
podcast?
went
Just like
story-wise line, where I went out of my way to actually exterminate them
Alright,
for
anyway, but
quests.
thank you so much
But
for,
I
listening
personally
at home. I
preferably
really
like the
points. I
Brotherhood of
based them on
Steel.
Interesting points and humor, and with a
So,
6 points
yeah,
for
I would
interesting
just leave 'em
points
alone,
and
to be honest.
8 points for humor. Bob has a total of 14 points,
Oof, not
and
enough.
with 3 interesting points for Wade.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah,
7
just leave
points
the
for
Brotherhood of
humor.
Steel alone for now.
10 points, which makes Bob the
I don't
winner
got
by
no
4
problems
glorious
with the
points.
Brotherhood.
Congratulations.
I think they're a little dumb
Alright.
for just focusing so much for
Fantastic participant. You
No.
really swept it.
just
I can tell the effort that you
drilling
put into this
over
episode, and I
new-
appreciate
old
it.
technology and
Yeah.
hoarding it for
Alright, Bob,
themselves,
would you
but
like to
hey,
make a glorious speech?
I want to
tech in the wrong hands is already dumb,
Thank the
so I
public
mean,
school
why
system
not?
For usurping a lot of the parenting that my parents
Still,
were supposed
though.
to be doing and raising me mediocrely, and I want to thank myself for being
That
so
one is up to you, Chief.
You're welcome. I'm welcome. No, you're welcome. Give me my
Races
trophy.
from
Do I
back
get
when.
to give a loser speech?
Not at all.
thing for
Will,
you, I
please
don't buy
mute
into that
Wade.
stuff.
No, make him sound like he's behind like a pane of glass and he's kind of obscured.
He's
from
in the other room.
He's in the other room.
The
Alright.
loser's room.
Yeah, the loser zone. All right, so thank you everybody at home. We appreciate you. You can find Bob at facebook.com.
Oh, okay, then yeah, if you want, you can exterminate them.
You can find Wade over on
Usually they're
Twitch
pretty
channels,
much just
on
like,
Twitch, Minions
they're not the
777.
bad guys,
My
but
name's
they're
Mark
definitely
Dwyer.
not
I've
the
been your
good
host
guys
and
in this
speaker with
scenario.
Bob hosting the
They're not
glorious
the wor-
Bob.
and
Be
the
sure to
and
subscribe
Fallout
to
New
follow
Vegas. They're
wherever
just
you
kind of
get
like
this
whatever.
podcast, and that way
They're
you
not
can
the.
enjoy it every
At
week.
least they're not like
So
Caesar's
thank you
Legion,
so
where they
much.
want
Thank
to
you so
kill
much.
and
Stop
rape
by our
and murder
subreddit,
and pillage everybody.
reddit.com/distractible.
They're just kind of an isolated group that's kind of slowly dying because they don't expand anymore.
Podcast out.
It's kind of unfortunate, but hey, what can you do about it?
These paintings show the dead horse's victories against other tribes. Lots more of them since Joshua came to us.
I prefer to be friends with the Brotherhood of Steel personally, but not everybody agrees with that. That's for next time though. I'd personally just be like at least completing the game
Happy to travel with
once
But you're not
is probably what you should do first, and then if you want to make a new character and go through it again, then that's up to you. It's not really a big deal, honestly.
Here we go.
Play it however you want to play. Join whatever tribe or military group you want to be in. It's no big deal. You're just trying to start a war.
Must have been nice. When Zion was friendly enough, folks could make.
I mean, I can understand that. I mean, you could just do it. You could start it now with the NCR and the Legion, but it's more of a battle than a war, to be honest.
We call them picnic killers. Don't really know what that means. Something from back when, I guess. Look sharp. Lots of giant ants around here. We call them picnic killers. Don't really know what that means. Something from back when, I guess.
Yeah. You're getting pretty damn close, I think. You're already on the yes man stuff, and you're like pretty much there, but I'd be careful.
Gotcha!
There we go. Fucking dogs, man. Can't even hit them in the water. Oh, I just remembered some of these white legs have anti-material rifles. That's gonna be fun, man. Oh, there goes like 90% of my health with one hit. Some of them have armor-piercing rifle rounds. Oof. I just remembered that. At least I got a brush gun though. I'll take it. Those are kind of a rarity to find in the waste. Then I got a 44 and 45 and nice. Not finding some pretty decent guns.
Hang on.
I know it's the wrong way. I don't care. I'm not here to...
You're going the wrong way.
I want to do the quest, but I also want to get all the areas unlocked. That's kind of what I'm doing. It's just like unlocking all the areas. You get trophies for discovering all the locations in the DLCs. I think for each one too, if I remember. Might as well start now since I have a follower because it's better than being alone. Plus, he can help take some of the bullet negation. Okay. What are you going for? The cons now? The cons are pretty cool. They're not too bad either. They're pretty, they like to stick to themselves. They're just a bunch of drug addicts. Yeah, I wouldn't be worried about it then. I prefer going NCR just because they're not really, they're just a little bit whiny, that's all that's with.
Whoa!
Sure. Ugh. Excuse me. I've done Caesar's Legion. You get better rewards, but you feel like a massive piece of shit when you go their way. And I don't like the Legion or the NCR that much either because they're just whine and piss and moan about everything without really doing anything. So, pick your poison. It's really down to personal choice what you want to go with for group. I have no care what you do.
Bet they don't have anything as nasty as Yao Guai out where you come from, huh?
They got death claws. Those things are much scarier than Yao Guai. Fucking death claws kill me even in 2 hits when I'm wearing full body armor. Hey, there's the survivalist rifle. Hell yeah. Yao Guai easier to kill than death claws. because at least Deathclaws, with Yao Guai, you can actually kill them with buckshot. Deathclaws, you need a whole anti-material rifle to actually penetrate some of their armor. And even then, the armor piercing just bounces off of them like there's no tomorrow. Still takes like 4 rounds to put one down. It's great times. If you need more help, just let me know. I don't want to spoil the game. I don't know if you played the DLCs either or not. I really don't know. I know this game is like 2012, but 2011 to 12 when it came out.
Like the shadow
But
of
there
a
are
ghost.
still people who have not touched this game yet.
Whoa! Here we go! Fighting time! Gotcha!
Which is quite surprising, you know? Like, you'd think this game, there's still people who haven't touched it, played this game yet. It's a good, it's fun to play, man. It's just an easy, kind of relaxed shooter. You got a lot of, not only do you have adventuring and combat, you got like storyline, you got the whole shebang. All you're missing is vehicles. Yeah. There's a lot of... My favorite perk when starting off is always the Wild Wasteland, the wacky one. Because you get a lot of like movie and like game Easter eggs and like different things that just... If you don't know the origin story, you're not going to get the reference pretty much. That's a good one. That's always been a fun one. And then my throwaway is just trigger discipline to have 20% more accuracy, but fire 20% slower. They don't really negate severely like some of the other ones that you can run. And then for my tags,
Here we go!
I just use
Gotcha!
pretty much
Way I heard it.
barter, speech, and then I do
Assault
like
upon wounds butchered everyone in
guns
New
and
Canaan
or repair.
and nailed their corpses to the cliffs.
Those 3: barter, speech, and or either, and then I swap between guns and repair once in a while. And then for my 4th, you can get a perk that allows you to get another tag. I just throw that into guns. Mini nukes are useful if you can find a fat man, but the chances of finding a fat man are kind of hard. There's a couple around the wasteland that you can find. They're kind of nice to have, but they're also kind of like a nice seller too, because they give you quite a few caps. Ah, damn, don't have enough. But they do come in handy at the right times. Do you want to be hunking around a fat man that weighs 30 pounds in your inventory all the time? It's like a once in a while kind of use weapon. It's just like kind of like your last resort. If you got like Deathclaws, they're good against those, but like I said, the fat man weighs 30 pounds. That's 30 pounds of equipment taken up that you could have of other things, but you do you, you know? I ain't saying it's a bad thing. I just prefer not to have to hunk around something like that. Armor alone, depending on what armor you get, weighs 15, 20 pounds. So it's like, it gets quite burdensome quite quickly. Missile launchers aren't bad though, but I mean, you do more damage with the higher your explosive skill, the more damage you do with these weapons. And I don't really put a lot in explosives because I don't really use a lot of explosive weaponry, so it's just like guns and energy weapons and a little bit of melee combat here and there. it's. I could kind of show you what my layout of skills are right now if you want to see. And my perks if you're interested, but
I hear some odd things about the civilized lands outside Zion.
to kind of give you an idea what I go for, but I mean, I like
Is
to
there
see
really
people.
a giant thunder lizard people live
You can
inside?
go. I usually just go any build you want. Here's my specials. Strength 8, Perception. This is due to his having his ability, but it's a 6 usually. Endurance 5, Charisma have at any. Charisma is the most useless skill in Fallout New Vegas. It is absolutely useless. Intelligence 5, Agility 6. You can have this higher if you want. Luck 10, because I got kicked out of all of the casinos with gambling. My skills are like this. Barter 56, 56, energy weapon 66, explosives 46, gun 70, lockpick 76, medicine 50, melee weapon 40, repair 60, science 40, sneak 65, speech 56, survival 49, unarmed 40. I'm trying to get them. I'm trying to balance them out and make it where I can get them to like max level easier, so I'm not just dedicating one skill all the time. And then my perks are some of these. Speech is a pretty good one. Animal control, bug stomper, educated, explorer here and now, lord death, perception implant, quick draw, rad resistance, rapid reload, shotgun surgeon, strength implant, strong back, swift learner. If I recommend anything, get all levels of swift learner, all levels of this, because it just gives you get XP at a very faster rate, so you can level up even quicker. This is a good perk right here. Get level 3 of this and you'll be leveling up pretty quick. Tag, trigger discipline, weapon handling, well stack. This is the character's ability bonus perk, and then Wild Wasteland. These are the two starting ones I chose, Trigger Discipline and Wild Wasteland. That kind of gives you an idea of what I go for. There's really no PvP to this game, so it's just like, you're not really making a build towards a PvP. But I'm pretty sure with how people have, like, you can get, like, if you're really careful and you know how to balance your points out and put them in each stat, you can get your character to all level abilities, level 100, if you really put in the work and really strategize your skill points. You can get max level characters on everything, and pretty much that would pretty much kill 90% of all players. There's mods that you can add to this game. That's one reason why I bought this game, was to mod it to hell, or put in some mods later down the road. I want to beat the game again legitly first though, before I start modding the hell out of it. Shouldn't take long though, I mean, we're already at pretty much the end here. I'm just trying to level up my character more. So I'm assuming, have you played the DLCs before? No, you said you didn't, that's right. My bad, apologies. Yeah. With the DLCs, you get 20 extra levels on top of what the max. So you can get up to level 50. So usually the game on base game you would cap at level 30 because that's where the limit was. Can I not? Alright, there we go. But with all the DLCs included, you get 5 levels per DLC. So there's 4 DLCs, so there's 5, 10, 15, 20 levels right there. So level 50 is
Bet they don't have
your
anything as nasty as Yao Guai out where you
level
come
50
from,
is your
huh?
max. So that gives you quite a bit of extra leveling to be able to throw in a lot more skill points into things. Is it? Oh, it's a Krasikor. I don't really got any anti-venom shit. Two most annoyingest enemies in Fallout New Vegas. Deathclaws and Krasikors. Krasikors, or whatever you want to say.
Scenic Overlook. What do you suppose that means?
Scenic Overlook. Oh yeah, you're tribal, you don't really know shit about that kind of stuff. Don't blame ya. No hate. No salt. You're better not knowing. Well, yeah, Scenic Overlook. It's not a big deal. But
Like the shadow of a ghost.
see, I don't see you, but I see your ticks. You still don't see them. Oh. Okay, it's just prey mantises. No big deal. Oops, I didn't mean to take the tin can. My bad. Oh well. Why'd you pull your gun? It's over there. Oh, it's a geckos. Sorry if I'm more, I get so zoned into the game that I forget about talking. But I also don't like to just talk all the time either. I feel like it just, some people like just seeing gameplay instead of just someone ranting about it all the time too. I don't know. I usually talk when somebody. You have a saving habit? Oh yeah, no, I totally get it. When I played the PS3, man, when I was playing PS3 for Fallout New Vegas, the game would freeze like every 5 to 10 minutes, so saving was a necessity. I saved like every time. I would save every time before I fast traveled, and then every time after I fast traveled, and would just overwrite the save that I made.
Feels good to be
Because
doing
it would
some
just
actual
die
stuff.
on me all the time. The PS3 was pretty well known for games just freezing. A lot of the older consoles froze a lot on people for games. PS3, it's not even its fault most of the time, it's just old. Kind of funny though in a way. I got my hands on a PS5. I don't know. Yeah, no, I totally get that. It's never. I always say to people, never trust autosave because autosave does not work 90% of the time. People who rely on autosave are madmen. Only time I ever rely on autosave is if my game freezes when I load into an area after like I open a door, it autosaves, and then I'm just like, did the autosave actually work or not? Who's shooting who?
Gotcha.
I don't know if that was an enemy or a good guy. How am I supposed to hit something that's underwater? That's not fair, game. Good. Who did I kill? Please tell me it was a white leg. Oh, that's not good. Whoops. I just killed a horse stalker. Oh no. Hopefully they're not pissed at me for that by accident. That was an accident. I didn't mean to kill him. I thought it was a white leg. Oh god. I might have to reload. Yeah. People who rely on autosaves or autosaves are not really like well integrated. Please just manually save because like my game just literally froze. My game just froze. Yeah, it froze. No, that's not gonna work. I have to do Alt Control Delete. You did earlier. Mine. Nice thing about PC, it just crashes most of the time. You get this once in a while. The game actually freezes itself. Most of the time it just crashes on me, so I could just load it up right away. This is one of those rare occurrences where it just froze. Oh, it might actually come back. We'll see. Come on. Come on, game. Don't die on me. Because I can't Alt 4 right now, so I'm gonna have to like try something else. Can I Alt F4 right here? No, that's not working. Okay. There's gotta be a way I can get out of this, right? Without having to sign out and end the stream. Damn it. Sometimes when I do, it's supposed to let you, I go into lock. No, that didn't work.